Good morning, and welcome to your Stylo News Intelligence Update for March 16, 2026. Today, we turn our attention to West Africa, where a troubling expansion of terror activity is challenging the region's stability and drawing renewed international focus.
This intelligence update is brought to you by ProWave AI, the developers behind Stylo News, the very same AI-powered platform we use to compile and analyze our open-source intelligence.
And for our viewers, ProWave AI is marking its first year of operations with a special offer. You can receive a discount on a Stylo News subscription by using the code STYLO at their website, stylonews.com. This offer is valid through March 31st and is limited to the first 250 subscribers. Now, on to our top story.
We begin our analysis with a look at the deteriorating security situation across West Africa. The primary concern is an insurgency that is no longer just persistent, it is actively and rapidly expanding.
As you can see from this map, the violence is no longer confined to isolated areas. We're observing a significant spread from the Talabari region in Niger to Borno State in Nigeria. This growing geographic footprint is precisely why the situation demands our immediate attention.
And the data from the past year really paints a stark picture. In the border region between Niger, Benin, and Nigeria, there has been an approximate 90% increase in attacks by Islamist militants. That's between 2024 and 2025 alone. It's a staggering figure.
And these numbers represent real, tragic events on the ground. Just in the early part of this month, we've seen a surge of jihadist attacks in Niger's Talabari region result in nearly 1,300 deaths. In neighboring Benin, a JNIM attack claimed the lives of 15 soldiers. And in Nigeria's Borno State, coordinated ISWAP raids killed at least 65 soldiers and led to the abduction of 300 civilians.
Now, with a threat of this magnitude, one might expect a unified regional response. However, what we are observing is quite the opposite, a growing fracture among the key nations on how to best address this crisis.
This division has essentially led to the emergence of two separate blocs. You have the Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, which is moving to establish a 2,000-strong standby anti-jihadist force. On the other side, you have Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, which have departed from ECOWAS to form their own alliance of Sahel states. They're building their own combined military force, citing a need for greater sovereignty.
Of course, this regional division is not occurring in isolation. It's set against a backdrop of significant geopolitical shifts, with international powers now recalibrating their strategies throughout the Sahel.
And this table gives us a snapshot of the key players. The United States is looking to re-engage with Sahel states, especially on intelligence matters. Nigeria, a major regional power, is supporting ECOWAS while also diversifying its partnerships. The AES states, for their part, are prioritizing their own sovereignty and forming new alignments, including with Russia. All of this is happening as France's historical influence in the region wanes, opening the door for expanded influence from both Russia and China through new strategic partnerships.
And amid all these diplomatic moves, what are people in the region saying? Well, our own social media analysis here at Stylo News indicates an overwhelmingly negative public sentiment. The dominant feeling is frustration, with many accusing leaders of incompetence and offering little more than, quote, empty rhetoric.
So the question becomes, what should we watch for next? There are several key developments on the horizon that will be critical indicators of where things are headed.
First, keep an eye on the logistics for the ECOWAS force. The goal is for it to be ready by mid-2026. Second, we are anticipating a final agreement between the US and Mali on drone surveillance flights, also expected by mid-year. Third, the Alliance of Sahel States is advancing plans for its own monetary system, which would directly challenge the existing CFA franc. And finally, follow-up meetings between Nigeria and Benin this month are expected to solidify joint military and intelligence cooperation.
So that provides a high-level overview of what is, as you can see, a very fluid and complex situation.
To really understand the full context here, we invite you to listen to the complete Stylo News Intel Update podcast. It's available now on your favorite channel, or you can find it using the link in this post.
Thank you for joining us for this update. To stay informed, you can subscribe for AI-powered news on demand at www.stylonews.com.